right, welcome in to the A to Z Sports Big Orange Game Day Reaction Show. This is your halftime reaction brought to you by the good folks at Barton Drury Insurance Group. Customized solutions for all your insurance needs. Lipscomb University Sports Analytics grad program. Turn your passion for sports into a career. Window Nation. Buy two windows, get two free. Oh, sorry. Take advantage. that was last month's. Already, me and Tennessee's offense are playing the same type of ball right now. Take advantage of Window Nation's end of year sale through November, 50% off all window styles, and then factor meals with code A to Z Sports 50 off. You get 50% off your first box. 21-3. Technically, it's not halftime yet because they just keep calling timeouts and timeouts and timeouts, but it will be here shortly. Man, this reminds me of the Butch Jones snoozer games, where for some reason he would take it easy on those
Don't you
teams.
put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't make any coach comparisons on this show.
Well, no. I'm just saying because that was bad. First off,
Dude.
Yeah, people are dumb in general, but no, I was just saying because Butch Jones is just bad. That was like
so bad.
That's all that. I don't know if that. I don't know what's going on. I mean, statistically, it's not horrible for us. It just feels. It feels low. You know what I mean? But statistically, like statistically, we're 9 of 13 for 126 yards through the air, 20 rushes, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like it's not the word now. Interceptions we got to clean up, but like it statistically, offensively, not the worst. And New Mexico State has thrown the ball already 30 times. That's nuts to me. And the reason I'm saying that's nuts is. Yes, they know they have to throw the ball to win because what they say they only average 60 yards a game on the ground. But my thing is they shouldn't be on the field for 46 plays so far.
Right.
That's my thing. Like I understand they're going to throw the crap out of the football, but they shouldn't be on the field for 46 plays at this point. They should be on the field 46 plays in 4 quarters against us.
Right.
In my mind, I just so kudos to them for being able to move the ball and making a little bit of play, making a play here and there, and making a little bit happen. But I mean, ultimately, we should be up way more than 21-3.
It's particularly frustrating because the main thing that I wanted to see in this game is George McIntyre. I think that's most people.
Well, there's a lot of comments you're saying right now.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna. I don't think you're gonna see him in this game. So, yeah, I mean that's disappointing. It's you're looking sleepy out there. I'll ask you this right off the top, Joey, and I've seen it in some comments there. I think the last one I saw was from Tyler. He's just I don't want to say he's looked like he's regressed, but it kind of looks that way. Is that off base? And what would you attribute that to if you think he has regressed?
I truly don't think he's regressed. I don't. I'm trying to think how to say this properly. Like that first interception was the right read. It was the late check down. Now, yes, there was 3 flags thrown at the line of scrimmage for a holding. So there's an obvious hold, but that was just lethargic rather than just getting out there, flicking it outside. It was just I'm playing catch in the backyard. Like, so to me, that's not regress. He's not regressing. I almost feel like that was I feel too comfortable in the moment type of just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's kind of what that throw felt like. Because we haven't seen him do that recently. Everything's got zip on it and all that, but like the throw to Braswell down the sideline, that to me, you don't make that throw with as much confidence in the cover two if you're regressing. And so I don't think he is. I just think there's a couple throws here or there that you go, what was that? And no, I'm not comparing him to this style quarterback. But Brett Favre was the same way. Brett Favre was going to end the year with 40 touchdowns and 40 picks. You know what I mean? Of like gunslinger style mentality. And I feel like that's what I feel like that part of Joey is coming out of. I mean, not a lot of us. Like, I live in North Carolina, so I knew of him from App, but I didn't watch App games, right? So you had heard of him, and I know a lot of people were like, oh, well, he throws a lot of interceptions. I have no idea. I haven't looked up that part of the past. But that's kind of where I feel like we're to that part of the season where he feels really comfortable, and that's going to happen when you have comfortability within a system, is you're going to make throws that you go, I know why he did it, but, I really wish we wouldn't have done it.
So, well, I have more questions. We do quickly have to pay the bills. We'll talk about the defense here in just 1 second, maybe a little bit of Boot Carter also, because I think we may have seen his last play as Tennessee Volunteer, but we'll do that right after I tell you about the Barton Drury Insurance Group. They're truly one-stop shop for your personal and business insurance with over 40 years of serving Tennesseans. They sell employee benefits, 401k planning, life insurance, workers' comp, liability, auto, property, umbrella, and surety bonds. They are local, and we strive to provide excellent service. They also want to take the time to make sure everyone understands their insurance policies. That is Barton Drury. Check out their logo right there in the corner. Great sponsor. We appreciate them. Go get your insurance at bartondrury.com. Find them there. Yeah, as I said, just briefly, Boo Carter, supposedly a no-show on this game. Don't know if that was his choice, the coach's choice, but from everybody, the media that's there basically said he's not there. And they announced that he was out of the game before. It's been over since the beginning of the season, basically. I don't know if that kid ever truly checked in this year. That's an unfortunate set of events. I don't know if you have anything you want to say about it, but it's worth mentioning.
I mean, he's a really good talent. Obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of the situation, of what's really going on behind the scenes. You hate to see something like this happen to a kid from the state, playing at the state school. And like I said, he's uber talented. I mean, when he's out there and he's playing 100 miles an hour, he's a game changer. So, hopefully not seeing the last of him, but I don't. It's going to be hard for me to disagree in that sense about seeing him in the last time in a Tennessee uniform, which does suck because he's a game changer at return. As a return man when he's there and he's doing it, and he plays really good nickel corner as well for us. So.
Yeah, it's really just a shame. That's about the long and the short of it. As
I'm
concerned.
The bad part is that's today's college sports. Of how many kids have already, like, look at Miami, Ohio. Did you hear about them? Their quarterback. I found this out today. I didn't know this. Miami, Ohio's quarterback, 7th-year senior. They're competing for a conference championship. Chunks the deuces to get ready for the draft.
Wow.
But you said, like, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that until today. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Unfortunately, that's kind of the world we're living in college sports. I could be wrong, but I don't think any of us, and everybody in this chat included, agree with those things. But that's kind of where we're at. So I don't know if that's a situation with Boo, even though he's not eligible for the draft, but just who knows? It sucks because it's a different state and day in college sports than we're all used to.
Yeah, that's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
But here we are. Quickly before we finish with the Lipscomb Sports Analytics program segment, just your thoughts quickly on the defense. I mean, they gave up 3 points, not a ton to say, but you're seeing some younger guys. Anything stick out to you?
I mean, outside of they're able to move the ball once we have the bend but don't break, and I'm good with that. I just wish they weren't on the field for 46 plays. but I do I do really like the athleticism and the interception by Redmond right there, the one-handed pick. And the fact of, excuse me, when we watched the replay of it, the ball was actually tipped to the line of scrimmage. Like it hit one of our D linemen's arms. So it took it off course. So I thought that was a really good play for us. But, I mean, really nothing flashy. I think this is a game that we don't have to be flashy. It's just go out there, make sure we win the game by at least 35 points minimum, and get ready for next week. And I feel like that's kind of, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's how we're all feeling is like we're up 18 points at half. The spread was, I think, 40. So we're almost halfway to the spread, which is kind of on par. If they don't get a field goal, then we're a little over halfway. It's just,
Typically, Heupel has it at about 40 points by this point. So it's a little bit his own fault, the expectations he set for these snoozer games. I mean, he likes to be 45-7 at halftime in these a lot of the time. But
and the thing is, though, he's been really successful and really good at being able to do that. So, I mean, it's just one game. I mean, obviously, we're coming off a bye, getting ready for the swamp, all that stuff. So there's a lot that goes into it. This is not a game you ever overlook, but we're also not dumb at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
this is a game that if you just show up, you win 99.9 out of 100.
Well, we typically at this point talk about the possible win percentage for Tennessee for the remainder of the game. ESPN's current predictor says 99.8% chance for Tennessee to win. I think that I would agree. So we'll talk a little bit about what we would just want to see in this second half right after I tell you about the Lipscomb Sports Analytics program. Analyze, strategize, and revolutionize with the Lipscomb Sports Analytics program. It's an online program where you can go beyond the box score, get off the sidelines, and into the action with Lipscomb Sports Analytics, where you learn to make the calls that count. They're turning sports fans into data-driven decision makers in the exciting world of professional athletics. Go to lipscomb.edu to learn more. Lipscomb, we're not just watching the game, we're changing how it's played through our innovative sports analytics program. Again, lipscomb.edu to learn more about that sports analytics program. Go check it out. And yeah, let's just say in this second half, obviously the post-game show today is just going to be about Florida. We're just going to talk about the possibility of maybe winning in the swamp for the first time in 20 years. I'm not sure I like our chances, but hey, we'll discuss that. But for right now, this second half, what are you looking for, Prime?
In all honesty, I'm looking for the 200-yard game streak to continue.
Yeah.
I mean, because once again, we're the better team. We got the better players. We have the better schematics. Got the better coaches all around. What I would like to see is them to just go play, not carefree, like meaning reckless, but just play ball. Fly around both sides of the ball, run downfield on special teams, make plays, have fun, get up, celebrate like they normally do, and enjoy the moment because these games don't come around very often, especially having to go to 9 conference games. So enjoy the crap out of it. So we can get young guys in and get some development.
Yeah.
That's what.
Get George McIntyre into this game. We talked about it on the podcast this week, me and Zach Reagan. I do not care about Jake Berklinger. The guy's getting a paycheck. And so move on and go with the guy that's actually going to play for you next year. And that's, again, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this. No offense to Jake Berklinger at all. He's done a fine job in his time at Tennessee, but we need to see a guy who's actually going to be playing behind this offensive line next year. I want to see him getting reps and see him getting his time here. And Jake can, I mean, you have media members here already going out and saying, we don't expect Jake Berklinger to be back next year. Play George McIntyre. Like that's about it. And see some of these young guys, especially in the offensive line, and just get ready for this Florida game. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. Man, just don't make me.
We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time doing it. You'll throw up in your mouth a couple times. No biggie,
Just don't make any coach comparisons with Heupel this week, Crump.
I'll be honest with you. Hey, I did a podcast the next week, and I thought it was funny because the whole thing was I used the word Mark Richt too, and Tennessee couldn't beat Mark Richt for a long time. So I don't see how that was a bad comparison.
It's not a bad comparison. That's the thing with that. But folks,
I know. But you hear the concern in my voice because if people actually went back and watched, how many times, and everybody in here can agree with me because y'all are the ones that were talking to us about it. I was the only one saying don't fire the guy.
Yeah, you literally said, I'm not the fire somebody person. You led off the quote with that.
I'm not. I've defended him from day one. I'm the one in here dying on the hill of defending Tim Banks.
Yes. You have been the one when I've come on here and been like, Heupel can't win a freaking game at night, and this guy's bad. And you've been defending him like crazy.
And I just think it's funny that you have other Tennessee grads that don't do their research and they just see a thing and try to go off the rails because they want media attention. Don't give a damn.
That was the saddest part of that whole thing. That was disappointing.
Get your attention. Have fun with it. I don't give a shit. Excuse my language, but it's simple as that.
And one of those guys that's been a really good friend of this show over not this for me and Zach's podcast. It is what it is. Charlie Burris, Jonathan Crompton. We'll be back for the post game to talk about the Florida game. We're not going to talk about Mexico City.
Yes. We're talking about Florida. We're going to have fun talking about the Florida game.
You'll hear the dread in my voice.
Charlie, we can do this. I got you, man. We can do this.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Come back here with us. A to Z Sports Tennessee Volunteers for the post game. We'll be right back here, and I expect us early. A lot of times in these games, we started early before the game's even over. I'll say if we don't start it early, something's gone awry in this game.
100% fact.
Yeah. So come hang out with us. We'll talk to y'all in just a minute.
See ya.